found this laying around. It's an old palm visor. Doesn't seem to turn on. Battery terminals look okay. I think I may have removed the batteries quick enough. These had a port here where you could actually dock them, powered by two AA or AAA batteries. This may have been mounted in a car at one point. It looks like the stylus is still here. This was a module port. If you can see, there's a connector. Anyway, let's pull it apart and see if we can get it to work again. I have a sneaking suspicion that underneath here there may be a screw. Oh, doesn't look like there's a screw. Let's see here. May just need a little bit of persuasion. Yeah, looks like that will get it. Okay. Got a small LCD connector or keyboard connector. I'm really not sure yet. I'll get that disconnected. Okay. Looks fairly simple. Small membrane. Here's the LCD module. We'll pull out. There's the LCD module. All I can really see is there's a little bit of logic there. I would assume there's a backlight of some kind. I believe that this actually had a backlight that you could turn on and off. And this is the main module. Fairly simple membrane button. It looks like there's actually a little small connector that keeps the membrane button in place. We'll pop that loose. That actually connects to the microphone as well and the charging port. So I'm assuming all of these connections actually come out of this connector, small board to board connector. I believe these had infrared, so this would have been the infrared port. Looks like they've covered that with a bit of tape. And this board should just pop out. Two small screws holding it. Okay, there's a bit on the back, a small board-to-board connector. It's not a real great way of installing things, but basically they had a small piece of, yeah, that's adhesive foam that I'm assuming used that inductor to connect to. Really not sure what some of these components are. That is a handspring component. Here's the small Dragon Ball Motorola part. That's the main CPU for the Palm devices. We'll try to get it hooked up here and see if it still works. There's the other side of this board. The board connector is on this side, and all that supports the other side of the board is a bit of sticky foam. Not a real great way of doing that. Okay. Just do some shooting here. Here's working voltage. To board. Just gonna disconnect this. That should be the reset switch. Reset unit. I'll try this again here. Set this very carefully here. Oh, there we go. As you can see, we've reset the main board. Oh, reset the main board. We've got a display back up and working. It's actually asking us to calibrate with the stylus. All that seems to still work. Hear noise. I believe the little white module is actually a haptic or type of speaker. But yeah, it's all back up and working. Pretty neat, simple device. I'm just going to disconnect this for now. Go through and see if we can see what some of this is. These are lock parts here. These are lock parts. It's really hard to tell. This appears to be, it looks to be at least a 4-layer board. Pretty neat, really simple device. This time it's probably one of the first very small embedded handheld mobile devices. Pretty neat to see how simple. Most designs, even hobby now, have more complexity than this. But it is really neat to see kind of how they've laid this out. Just looking at the board, you can see where they've have tabs here and here, where they've routed and tabbed this board. Nothing spectacular, nothing unexpected. Just wanted to check and see if this actually still functions. Oh yeah, 3.26 volts. It's pretty neat. That's kind of an interesting connection there. It looks like a slot on one and a loop of wire. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a loop there, and here this is actually a solid piece of metal. These are the plastic components. Filler battery tray. And really simple basic membrane. Gave a real good tactile feel. It's actually plastic instead of the rubberized membrane. It's very rigid compared to a lot of membranes that I've messed with. And there's the actual power button, which is a different color plastic, but same methodology. But there's the Handspring Visor. Just a note, on the back of the display, it's a little bit unique. If you can see here, there's basically a sheet of glass, a large external touchscreen area. The touchscreen actually wraps around back onto the front. The connector's here. But there's actually a sub LCD module. You'll be able to see it on the side here. And you can basically see the gap here. So the LCD screen is actually only goes from here to here, which is kind of neat. This assembly is basically soldered together. There's like a little frame piece that's been punched and soldered on these tabs. And on this side on the tabs. Really simple design, pretty neat.